What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Wilson Brothers Ranch. We're down here in the summer pasture at the chicken tractor. Our next job is this little chicken run ramp we have to be able to get in the chicken tractor. Our next thing to do is put some wheels on so we can just drag this thing forward instead of having to lift this thing up every time we have to move it. So we got a wheel stuck underneath to get the basic, measurement off the ground. Stick my wheel here. Be very careful because I got a 2x4, frame right there, so I can go out here. And now I'm gonna grab a pencil and mark. All right, marking. I got a good mark here. The ground's not perfectly even, so I'll just kind of go ahead and measure and do the other side exactly like so. Here's my mark up just a little bit. Got a little 5/8 drill bit for our 1/2-inch bolts. All right, all the way through. Now let's do the other side. Now we're going on with the tire to our ramp. Go ahead and thread our axle through and put our square plate on the outside, thread this to the wood, and we have another square plate. So we have 2 flat washers there. We're gonna go ahead and start with first nut, get this all the way down tight. All right, that's starting to get snug. Now we'll go in with a lock washer and 1 more nut. All right, so the first thing we want to do is tighten down our first nut all the way up against that square washer. I'm just gonna hold this back of our first nut and tighten this back nut. All right, nice and snug at the back, and we're not wobbling in the front. Hey everyone, it's Chase with Wilson Brothers Ranch. I just want to let y'all know that this year Wilson Brothers Ranch wants to give back to our community, and you guys can be a part of it. For just $1.99, you can subscribe to our Facebook and help support our mission donating premium eggs to people that deserve it. And if you ever wanted to be a part of something bigger than yourself, even from behind a screen, this is your chance. Just head over to our Facebook page, hit follow, and tap subscribe. And we'll keep you updated every step of the way so you can see the impact we're making together. Let's do some good. All right, got the 2 nuts locked in on this one and that one. We're ready to set it back down and do 1 more modification.
Screw these in.
Getting this surface nice and clean because we got something that's going on top. Try to get it semi in the middle and peel off this side. Keep it nice and straight. And well, I don't know how long that would last, but just in case, we're gonna go ahead and add these little T25s. Nothing overkill, but still not coming up.
We hope.
Yeah, we hope. Didn't stick perfect, but it's all right. It's not that sticky. There we go. All right, we're all done. Now that we're all done, Dad can actually drive out from underneath this. We're good to go. Super solid, and our anti-slip traction pads, they feel pretty good. Everything still feels, you know, solid. The wheels feel like they're not jiggling or anything. I think we did a pretty good deal today. Welcome back to the Wilson Brothers Ranch. We were just testing the feeders. The chickens are going pretty crazy, because we want them out of our way, because we're gonna get ready to move this chicken tractor for the very first time. We're not gonna actually be able to pick up, well, not able to, we don't have to pick up the chicken run. So we are good to go when you're good to go. We got those wheels, so in theory, this whole thing should just be able to be pulled. Very nice. Those wheels are spinning, and we're not scraping the ground. It's looking pretty solid. Nothing's getting tweaked too hard or anything like that. All right, that's good. Yep, we only move it about 24 feet. That's the front wheels there. And I usually just put the front wheels kind of back behind the chicken run. So this is all fresh new grass that they're gonna live underneath. Looks a little nasty because it rained last night and this morning. We're gonna slide our wheel chalk back underneath the tire where it was. And we got one more wheel chalk to put back here in front of this tire. Now we've got the tire chocks in place. We'll go ahead and disconnect. We're good to go. Cheers. Right here, my finger's dead. It's unhooked. All right, needed a little persuasion, but we'll just put this back and make sure that slides in just like so. Put our cotter pin back in the bottom so we don't lose it. All right, all set up for the next move. We'll see y'all in the next one. So, has anyone noticed how weed eaters aren't really made for anyone over 5'5"? Gonna have to lean down or bring the weed eater close to you just to kind of cut right. And even with this full-size gas still weed eater, I still feel like I'm leaning way over. And even with the strap that comes with this thing fully extended, I mean, I'm just not cutting right. So for the perfect cut, we want it about there, parallel with the floor, and up about 2.5 inches. Not gonna hold it there. Obviously, I'm leaning way over and holding this thing by my fingertips. Now there's finally something to hold these weed eaters at the perfect height for us tall guys. And it's here. This is the Altitude Craft handle grip. Super easy to install. We just go ahead and grab this easy to mount bracket, flip it open, and mount it to the weed eaters. So we got both the weed eaters on the table. Go ahead and flip this thing over and start with our bracket. So right now, yes, we are adding it upside down, but it'll be right side up once we flip it over. And we go ahead and start with our other screw. And we went ahead and put the bit on a gyro DEWALT screwdriver. Go ahead and tighten those. we'll go ahead and put the handle in, and we're gonna go ahead and set this up to fit Steven. So go ahead and set this up for you. Just go ahead and get it just off the floor.
Right there. It's perfect.
All right, you feeling pretty good there?
Yes, this is perfect.
All right, all we have to do to tighten it down is tighten our main screw here. It's almost like a gigantic wing nut. Feels pretty tight.
It does.
All right, well, let's move on to the steel. So we got the steel on the table. We'll go ahead and get the bracket from Steven. Would you mind holding it up for me, actually? We don't want this upside down, otherwise gas might spill everywhere. So want it just like so. Right about here, I'm thinking I'll go ahead and, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it the exact same length as the DEWALT. Let's start with that screw. Now we're about the right length. Gonna start tightening these down. All right, we got all those tightened up. We're ready to, test everything out. Let's get this fitted through, and I'll kind of just test it out, see where it fits and feels good. Now, all that's left to do is go test it out. We need some grass. So just as a quick comparison, this is the steel with the old handle. Yeah, that's exactly how I'd use it about there. And this is the new handle. Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell on camera, but I just straightened my back up about 3 more inches of height. All right, we'll see how this goes. Oh, had been warmed up for, I think, since last year. Last summer we used this. Cranked right up, first pull, not too bad. Ready for action. Well, the weed eater's definitely not going to cut that yucca bush, but for now, this little handle grip, it's great compared to the old handle, and I'm never going back to the strap again because it just doesn't work for someone that's 6'3". We're all 6'3" here on the property, and I think this is an excellent buy. You can go ahead and pick this up on Amazon with the link down in the description. And to actually cut this yucca bush, we have something extra special. So go ahead and stay tuned on our channel. Go ahead and wait for that video to drop. We'll see y'all in the next video.